Senior day this weekend for you. You've been here for quite a few years now. How does this one feel to have it coming up?
A little surreal, a little bittersweet. It's been a long time coming. I feel like, I've been here for 6 years. I feel like I've given everything I've got to this university, getting 2 degrees. Really grateful for my experience here. And just being able to experience different things, like going through a coaching change, has been really beneficial for life moving forward, just learning how to kind of handle change and things like that. The friends that I made here, gone, and new friends that I made this year will be with me forever. I'm looking forward to it. My whole family's going to be in town. It's kind of unfortunate it's at 8 o'clock at night, but I think it's going to be really fun.
And then kind of talking about that coaching change and obviously kind of dealing with the rotation of offensive linemen, how have you seen this group kind of come together throughout this season so far?
Yeah, I think, we've all played together, minus Pat and Jesse. We've played together for years prior. These are guys that have been here with me for, like I said, years, and I've been confident in them for just as long. And I think that, like Josh Toner started however many games for us in the past. Sweezy's a newer guy, but he, started for us in the bowl game. And I think, there weren't a ton of growing pains for us. I think we've done a good job coming together and building that chemistry, because rotating guys in and out of offensive line can be difficult at times because there is a certain, synergy that you need to have to perform as a unit. But I think popping those guys in and out consistently has helped us feel comfortable with each of them coming in at different times.
And then for you, I know throughout 6 years being here, you've been through a lot of being a part of the team that transitions to the FBS, being a part of the team of making the first bowl game last year. But with all that said, kind of this year, what's made this year so special for you compared to years past?
I think finally feeling like we are fully FBS. Like in the two previous years, we went to the season not knowing what we were going to be doing in the postseason. Sorry. We didn't know if we were going to be able to compete in a bowl game, which the first year we weren't. Last year we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to do so. So just having our first year to kind of achieve the goals that we wanted for ourselves, unfortunately that's not going to work out 100% to what we wanted, but we are going to be competing in a bowl game, and it's going to be a very good bowl game. And, we're going to have a chance to have a 10-win season. And, just being able to be a part of the first FBS team to now the first fully FBS team has been, special for me. And, being able to finish this thing out, at JMU, like I said earlier, has just been very special as well.
And then on top of that, I know you still have a couple more games left, but when that time is said and done, what legacy do you want to kind of leave behind here at JMU for players to remember for years to come down the road?
I'd like for them to think of me as a good person, a good leader, someone that they could approach and have a conversation with, and I would listen no matter what their issues are. They could come to me with problems that are on or off the field, and I'd be there for them. In terms of a player, I hope that, other offensive linemen or center specifically look to, how I handle myself on the field. And, I'm a student of the game. I'm in my playbook all the time, trying to make sure I'm getting all the calls right and all that for everybody. So I hope that, they can take lessons from that. You're only benefiting yourself the more you study and the more you prepare. So I hope that they've taken that from me and can keep doing that moving forward.
Tanner, we're talking to you and Taurus Jones today. You're the only two sixth-year seniors who started your career here and will end your career here in just the changing landscape. But when you look at all the new guys that come into this team, how neat is it to be part of a roster like this where you guys are still really tight? You wouldn't know that there's nearly 60 new guys in the makeup of this year's roster. But talk about that from your perspective, being one of the only two guys who started your career here 6 years ago.
I think that's a credit to Coach Chesney and his program, and just the way that we conducted ourselves in the spring, bringing all those guys in together and doing all the team bonding things that we did. I think, that's been the biggest difference from years prior, maybe not knowing each other as well. And I think, being the two older guys is definitely crazy. I've seen, I'm with kids that are 17 years old, and that's just. But being able to bring them in and bring them into the culture of JMU and showing them what this place is about has been special for me as an older guy, and trying to carry over some of the values that were here in the past that we want to keep going. Showing them what JMU is all about. It's not just about like who's coaching what or who's playing what. There's something deeper than just playing football here. It's about the community. It's about winning games and putting us on the national spotlight.
Let's talk Marshall. You got one of the really, really good defense coming in this week to face your guys up front. One of the premier pass rushers. Just talk about what you see on film out of them as a team who's competing for a lot this week.
Not a ton different from what we've seen from them in the past. They've always had a very good defensive front. The front seven's always been very good, very sound. They're big guys. Number 15 is a great player. He's got a lot of twitch. He's got a lot of speed to him. He's good with his hands. Great pass rusher. Definitely going to be a lot for us to handle. But I have a lot of faith in our tackles and our guards if he ever has to line up against them. And I think that it's similar to years in the past with them. Like the looks that we're going to get, the blitzes they're going to give us. So working in conjunction with Coach Smith and Coach Czar, it's going to be how can we help them prepare as much as they help us prepare.
And final one for me, talk about the fan base here at JMU, how important they've been to you. We got a chance to go undefeated at home this season, and the fans play a really big part in setting the tone for you guys.
Yeah, love the fans here. That was probably one of the biggest reasons I wanted to come here. I mean, you come here on a game day experience, and you never want to go anywhere else. I know that the guys, I've heard a lot about the guys who weren't here or were at other places last year that, they came and they had their first game day experience and they were like, holy crap, like I can't believe this is what it's like here. Because, I mean, it's a school in the Shenandoah Valley and, small town that people may not really understand what all goes on around here. So yeah, having our fan support is huge for us, and I think that we all can just feed off that energy, and that's why we're so effective at home is because they have our back the whole time, and they're always engaged in the game.
And then a little bit on Saturday as well. Marshall's still fighting for a potential Sun Belt tournament appearance or championship appearance, and kind of going into this is a little extra motivation throughout the locker room of if we can't be in it, you guys can't either kind of approach into Saturday?
We definitely have a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth. We're all disappointed in how this past weekend played out. I think that we all feel like we could have performed better, and that was something that's going to hurt for a while. And I think just using that to motivate us to, not really play spoiler, but just to win out. Like, it's not really about them, it's about us, and just taking the pressure off that, and let's just go win these games, and let's have a 10-win season, and let's finish on a high note.
Kind of to lead off with what I asked Tanner too, for you being a redshirt senior now at JMU, how much does this game coming up as senior day mean to you?
It means everything. Being able to play one last time here at Bridgeforth. It's been, like Tanner said, it's been a long 6 years. Gave a lot to this program. Thankful for everything that it has brought me. Excited to go out there and play with the guys on this field one last time.
When you look back at it, what have been some of your best memories, whether it's stepping on the field here at Bridgeforth or even traveling to some of the away games?
Honestly, we won a bunch of games, but the best memories are probably in the locker room, joking, laughing with the guys. Every day is something new. It's really something new that you will find funny in there. Those guys are clowns, really.
How have you seen, maybe obviously going through the coaching change and all of the changes that have come out from the last year, how have you kind of seen this team maybe be a little bit different from in the past?
I would say tight, our tight-knit, I would say, with the things that we did in the spring and in the summer as well. Just those type of things. But as far as football X and O's scheme, things of that stuff changed. But as far as culture and things of that sort, none of that has changed too much. It's about building and growing and getting better each and every day as a program and as players, coaches, as everybody.
I asked Tanner this, but you're the other sixth-year senior who started your career here. Talk about why you stayed at JMU and why this place is so special to you that you wanted to complete your entire journey here in Harrisonburg.
Right. You said it. I entered the transfer portal just to see my options and see what things were out there for me. And looking back at it and looking at my options, just JMU, the family, the tight knit group, the football atmosphere, the fans, the school, everything about it. You don't get this anywhere else in the country. You got P4 schools, you got other Group of 5 schools, other Sunbelt schools, but JMU it's a very special place, and you hear it multiple times, but it's true when we say that.
Let's talk about Marshall's offense. They got a pretty explosive quarterback who's coming off a really big game. I think he had almost 400 yards. Talk about the challenges he presents both in the air and on the ground, and how you guys plan to attack Marshall's offense.
Yeah, he's a really good player, dual threat. He's in a really good rhythm right now. They have really good running backs. Their line works together well, and they have guys that he's able to go pass the ball to as well. It's going to be a great challenge. Coach Hemp and the staff is putting together a great game plan right now as we speak to stop him.
You guys really pride yourself on setting the tone. So what's really important for you to be able to set that tone here Saturday at Bridgeforth against an offense that's starting to click really well?
Put our pads on them, show them that we're here from the first whistle to the last.
Tanner mentioned that that game over the weekend kind of left a bad taste in your guys' mouth. How do you kind of use that disappointment from Saturday and use it to kind of come back on this Saturday against Marshall and get that win?
It's about just not making the same mistakes and executing. We feel like we let one slip through our hands there just through small inconsistencies, and just stay consistent and execute is the main goal.
And you guys have been without Dobbs for a few weeks now. Have you seen yourself kind of settle into that communication role on the defense?
It gets smoother with reps, but I mean, it's what I do. I mean, it's pretty normal. I don't know.
What's your message to the fans? It's Thanksgiving break. They've been really crucial all year, trying to go 6 for 6 on sellouts here for the first time in the expanded stadium. What's your message to JMU Nation to get them out here? Because it's still a really big game on Saturday.
Yes, sir, most definitely. JMU Nation, we need y'all. Get good eats Thursday, Turkey Day, but Saturday, go ahead and head back down here. We're going to need y'all to pack Bridgeforth and have it rocking for sure.